to Little Diamond's Yoga Stories with me, Megan. Okay, now today's going to be a little bit different again today. Today we're going to do some poems and some rhymes. Okay, so if you know the songs, you can join in with me. But otherwise, make sure you're copying the moves that I do as we go along. So today's poems and rhymes are going to be all about on the farm. Okay, now we're going to start off, as we always do, by crossing our legs, sitting down on our bottoms, and bringing our hands to our heart. And after 3, we're going to say our yoga hello, namaste. 1, 2, 3, namaste. Now the first thing we're doing today is we are playing a game. Now you might have seen that next to me I have got some cards. On the back of those cards are some clues. Now those clues are going to give us clues to different animals, and we've got to see if we can guess what they are. So we're going to pick up my first card. Let's go for this one first. Oh, okay. You listening? Giving milk which you all take. Mooing is the noise I make. Giving milk which you all take. Mooing is the noise I make. What animal could that be? Did you say cow? You said cow, you are right, well done. Okay, let's go into our cow pose. Now I'm going to turn around and face the back, but you can keep facing forwards. Okay, so keep your legs crossed, sitting on your bottoms, and take your arms out wide. And then scoop one arm behind you, so your fingers are pointing up towards your head. And then bring the other arm over the top. And then can you bring your hands together so your fingers are touching into, we call this a cow lick pose. Well done. Okay, let's have a look at another clue. Let me turn back round. I'm going to choose another card. Go for this one. I eat the leftovers from a pail, skin of pink and a curly tail. I eat the leftovers from a pail, skin of pink and a curly tail. B. Did you say pig? It is a pig. Let's go into our pig pose. Onto your bottoms and put your legs out in front of you, bending your knees slightly. And then you're going to take your hands and creep them under your knees and put them next to your feet. And then shall we, like a pig. Well done. Let's try another one. This one. On a farm, pecking the ground, laying eggs and clucking around. On a farm, pecking the ground, laying eggs and clucking around. A hen! Well done if you said it. Okay, let's go into our hen pose. Crouching up on your tiptoes. Try not to wobble as you lift up your hands. Take your arms out wide and then bring them so one arm is on top of the other and your elbows are in the same place. And then we're going to cluck, cluck, cluck like a hen. Cluck, cluck, cluck. Cluck, cluck, cluck. Well done. That's a tricky one. Okay, back onto our bottoms and cross our legs. Let's choose our next clue. This one. Woolen coats, a ewe is our ma, hopping in the fields and shouting bar. Woolen coats, a ewe is our ma, hopping in the fields and shouting bar. What animal goes bar? Did you get it? A sheep. Well done. Okay, let's go into a sheep pose. Onto your hands and knees. And then can you go ba ba like a sheep? Ba ba. Well done. Back onto your bottoms and cross your legs. Let's go for another clue. Ooh. Nesting in the barn at night, squeaking when the cat gives us a fright. Nesting in the barn at night, squeaking when the cat gives us a fright. I'm more scared of cats and squeaks. Did you get it? A mouse! Well done. Let's go into our mouse pose. Onto your knees with your bottom down. Take your head down to the floor and then tuck your arms up tight to your side and squeak, squeak, squeak like a mouse. Well done. Okay, back onto your bottoms and cross your legs. We've got one clue left. In the field I eat my hay. Galloping along I like to neigh. In the field I eat my hay. Galloping along I like to neigh. What was that? A horse. Well done. Okay, let's go into our horse pose. Onto your knees, sitting up. Take one foot out in front of you. So your knee is bent. Bring your hands to your heart and then lift them above your head. And we're going to go clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop. Then neigh. Well done. Bring your hands back down. And then we're going to put that foot back and then put the other foot in front of us instead. Bring your hands to your heart and lift them above your head. And then clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop. And then neigh. Well done. You did a great job with those clues. You really do know your farm animals. Well done. Old MacDonald had a farm. Okay, we're going to start with Old MacDonald has a pig. Okay, so on our bottoms, we're going to bring our legs out in front of us, slightly wide with our knees slightly bent. Take your hands and put them under your knees. They end up next to your feet on the outside. Okay, then we're going to sing about Old MacDonald had a pig. Off we go. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O. With an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Here an oink, there an oink, everywhere an oink oink. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Well done. Okay, then now we're going to do our cow. Now, I'm not going to turn around this time, but let's see if we can remember what to do. On your bottoms and cross your legs. Take your hands out wide and then scoop one arm up behind you so your fingers are pointing up towards your head. Take your other hand and take it over and down and then try to get your fingers touching each other. Okay. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O. With a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there. Here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo-moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Well done. Okay, this time we're going to do a horse. Okay, so onto our knees and sitting up and take our foot out in front of us. Bring your hands to your heart and then lift them above your head. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a horse, E-I-E-I-O. With a neigh-neigh here and a neigh-neigh there. Here a neigh, there a neigh, everywhere a neigh, neigh. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Fantastic. Next, let's do a sheep. Okay, onto our hands and knees. Our sheep's going to go bar. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some sheep, E-I-E-I-O. With a bar here and a bar there. Here a bar, there a bar, everywhere a bar. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Fantastic. Okay, this time Old MacDonald has a chick. Okay, so onto our knees. You're going to take your arms out wide and then bring up around yourself so your elbows are on top of each other and you can open up your chick's beak. Okay, go cheep cheep. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some chicks, E-I-E-I-O. With a cheep cheep here and a cheep cheep there. Here a cheep, there a cheep, everywhere a cheep cheep. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Fantastic. Now the last thing Old MacDonald's got on his farm is a tractor. Okay, so onto your bottoms and put your legs out in front of you so they're nice and straight. And as we turn on our engine, our tractor's going to get a little bit bumpy. And we're going to turn our steering wheel as we sing. Okay. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a tractor, E-I-E-I-O. With a brum brum here and a brum brum there. Here a brum, there a brum, everywhere a brum brum. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And turn off your engine and cross your legs. Well done. I'm a little piggy. Okay, for this song we need to go into our pig pose. So on your bottoms, take your legs out slightly wide and keep your knees bent. Take your arms underneath your knees and put your hands on the outside of your feet. Okay. I'm a little piggy, short and stout. We're going to rub our ears. Here are my ears. Then rub your nose. Here is my snout. Back into our pig. Take your hands under your knees and put them either side of your feet. When I see the farmer in my pen, then come onto your hands and knees and wiggle your bottom. I oink, oink, oink and wiggle my tail. Well done. Okay, let's try that one again from the start. Back into our pig pose on your bottoms. Take your legs slightly wide with your knees slightly bent. Take your hands under your knees. They're either side on the outside of your feet. Okay. I'm a little piggy, short and stout. Here are my ears. And here is my snout. When I see the farmer in my pen, I oink, oink, oink and wiggle my tail. Well done. I'm a little chick. Okay, for this one we need to start in our egg pose. So come onto your knees, keeping your bottom down. Then we're going to take our head down to the floor and tuck our hands in tightly at our side. Okay. I'm a little chick, ready to hatch. Then stretch your arms above your head and scratch along the floor. Pecking at my shell, I scratch, scratch, scratch. Sitting up. When I crack it open, out I'll creep. Then come onto your knees, your bottom down, and bring in your hands wrapped around you so your chick beak can cheep. Fluff up my feathers and cheep, cheep, cheep. Okay, let's do that one again. Starting in our egg pose, on our knees, our bottoms down, taking our head to the floor and tucking those arms in tight. I'm a little chick, ready to hatch. Pecking at my shell, scratch, scratch, scratch. When I crack it open, out I'll creep. Fluffing up my